Just tell me when y'all start. Hey, let's get it.
Yeah. But that's crazy though. The football team that didn't. Wait, but Solomon, so how did they finesse ESPN?
So I think they're an all online school, and all they did was just say they had they had like highly ranked players in like the high school circuit. And I'm not exact, like I didn't read the full article, but they were supposed to be they were posing as like one of those schools that recruits just football players, and they you know how I don't know schools. Prep schools, exactly. I think they were playing IMG Prep or IMG Academy too.
Oh, so they were playing against grown men too.
Yeah, they were really playing against grown men.
They
were not playing against an actual high school team. They were playing
that makes a lot more sense.
Yeah. And so that was aired on ESPN, and the coach, there was another son and mother that came out after that and did a little report, and they were basically saying how do they get you guys to do this? And they basically said for all the players, they were just saying they faked everything. They said they were state-of-the-art facilities, programs, so places they could stay. They had none of that. And so basically they just played, I forgot for what purpose or what reason, but there was something or maybe they had no other place to go, but it's a shoddy situation. The coach is a little bit of a interesting figure.
Yeah. Did they fake their names too?
That I also don't know. I kind of just looked at this on some Instagram little newsreel.
But they made it to TV.
Oh yeah, they were on ESPN. They were on ESPN.
I gotta go on YouTube and check that out.
For sure.
That's crazy.
I forgot what the school's name is.
Yeah, I'm gonna check them out on YouTube because that's some. They need to make they can make a movie like a underclass. What was that movie? Where they did the fake college, where they made up a fake college. You remember that movie?
It's not ringing a bell.
They bought this building so that they can make their own college because they were getting denied from all the colleges that they were applying to.
Mm-hmm.
There's a movie about that.
I don't remember that. But I have it, by the way. I have the article now. Bishop Sycamore is the.
That just sounds fake. Come on.
They lost to IMG Academy 58-0.
Wow.
Oh, and ESPN often airs high school football games due to U.S. passions for the sport and college recruiting.
That's crazy.
It was supposed to be based out of Columbus, Ohio, a college sports hotbed, but it was an online only thing. The school website has an empty About Us page. During the broadcasts of the school, the ESPN commentators were scathing and questioning whether there were really top-level college football prospects on the roster, as Bishop Sycamore claimed. They told us that they had a number of Division I prospects on their roster. And to be frank, that there was a lot that we could not verify. They did not show up in our database. They did not show up in the databases of other recruiting services as well.
So did they do this investigation after the fact?
No, these are this is what the commentator said live during the game. And they're saying, okay, that's what you're telling us. Fine. That's how we'll take it in. From what we've seen so far, this is not a fair fight. There's got to be a point where you're worried about health and safety. Man.
Damn.
Wannabes. They weren't even real.
I'm wondering if they even practice together, or did they just literally just fucking show up?
No, I don't even know. Yeah. But yeah, what's up?
You were saying they're not showing up in the database, so how did they even find them and figure out hey, let's film this game?
The coach probably had to reach out to IMG Academy, because all you have to do is not reach out to ESPN. You just have to reach out to that other school and say, hey, can we get a game together? And a lot of those preseason games are going to be aired, I think. And so I think that's how it
because happened. It was the best team.
Yeah, because IMG Academy
of course.
is nice. Yeah, it's if anybody's playing IMG Academy, they'll put them on because people want to see IMG Academy. But it's crazy how in this day and age we can still finesse like that. A football team?
It's like 50 some people, bro. That's crazy.
Nuts.
Well,
Nuts.
they're mostly bullshitting, and this is the mostly bullshitting podcast.
Yeah, you know what time it is.
And I'm Mike.
I'm Brandon.
And I'm Solomon.
This is the weekly catch up between three ex-college roommates. We talk about sports, life, politics, health. What else do we talk about? Education, et cetera, et cetera. But mostly we're just bullshitting. So every week we start with Mike. Mike, what's your topic this week?
So piggybacking off the topic of football, the NFL season is upon us, and with the NFL season comes fantasy football. So I'm just wondering, are you guys playing fantasy? I know Solomon is, but Brandon, are you in a fantasy league?
No, I'm not. I don't have the time for it.
Damn.
You don't have the time for it.
It's like once a week on Saturday. You just once a week on Sunday nights, yeah.
Or Saturday nights, yeah.
Saturday nights, yeah.
To set your lineup for the week,
Wednesday night, yeah.
Yeah, there's like another day for like the waivers and stuff, but it's not. It's like 2 times you really have to check it, like at minimum. And you're saying how many times you check your phone in a day?
A lot, but do I want to like be checking people's stats while I'm on my phone? I don't know.
I mean, it's like if you only check on Sunday. But
when I was playing fantasy football, I was not only checking on Sunday. Like I was checking like throughout the week, like who's on the waiver wire.
Yeah.
Oh wait, there's a Thursday game. Who do I want the Thursday game?
I could see that with like basketball can get crazy, like fantasy basketball. So that's why when I do those leagues, I usually just do like half the season, and then have the finals like around All-Star break. But yeah, football, I mean, I don't really care too much. Like I'll just set my lineup and then just let it go on Saturday night and just see what happens, unless like something comes out about a player getting hurt or something.
Yeah, no, I'm too competitive. It would consume me.
I feel it.
Nah, I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I'm on that shit tough. I think I got 4 leagues this year. But I had 4 leagues last year too. And
damn.
But the thing is, they're all like, it's all the same thing. It's just like plug them in, plug them out. I just hop in. Like I check it like once a day though. I check it once a day, go through the team shit, read the news, and then kill it. But like, I got strategies. I got strategies to this stuff. I plan it up. I got like my little cheat sheets, my little sleeper list. Like
damn,
it's all in. It's too much.
I mean,
but this is how he wins.
He does win. He does win.
Last year, out of the 4 leagues I was in, I went to all 4 championships.
Yeah,
and 3 of them were 12-man leagues, and 1 of them was a 10-man league.
And so, how many championships did you win?
I only came out with 1.
Okay.
It was kind of a heartbreaking week. I'm not gonna lie, bro.
But I mean, making it is like
the losses pretty. I think totaled right around $2,000. I lost like 2.
You lost money. You didn't like.
No. Potential losses, but like I would have made $2,000 more if I had won.
But you didn't lose any money.
No. I actually made money.
Right.
I made money. Like second place. There's like in all of my leagues, I'll make money except for 1 league where I'll just get my money back. So I was net positive in every single league, but it's just not as much as you'd like. It's you're itching for it. You're itching for the goal.
Yeah.
Greed, yeah, for sure. It's greed. I mean, fantasy football. Greed doesn't hurt anybody in fantasy football. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to take the top
it's
spot.
It's a game.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, I mean, if y'all like, let me just break it down to everybody out here what I use for my cheat sheets. It's called Beer Sheets. I got him from Reddit. Yeah, check him out. He's actually a really dope dude. Donate to his cause because he's a independent dude. He does this by himself. He pretty much puts an algorithm in there based on like position scarcity, which in turn translates to like the value, your fantasy value. And it's actually altered depending on like, is this a 10-man league? Is this a 12-man league? Like how many receivers do you have? Like, is it a 3-receiver league or is it like a 2-receiver and 1 flex? And so depending on that, like you actually like set the thing, and it'll spit out a PDF. And like the most basic way to read it is just to like look at it in terms of the value. There's a value on the far right, right next to the name. They split it up by position, and you can see like this is the number one fantasy quarterback predicted. And it's a little different than the Yahoo stuff. So people mostly go by what's there. And in the later rounds, it's kind of harder to tell like who's good and who's not. And so this kind of helps you like have that. And what I use the sleeper list for is like when I get really low and like late in the rounds, pretty much everybody, like I have like 6 or 7 selections that are right around the same value area. And I just go to my sleeper list and I'm like, all right, who should I prefer? Like I already wrote this list out. These are dudes I'm looking at. This dude matches it. I'll pick this dude up off the list. And that's pretty much how I play it.
Damn. So you have to look at this before the draft then.
Well,
Severe.
You don't even have to. No, you should. So what you need to do, like the best way to do it is because you already know the details of the draft. Like you like not the draft, but like your roster. You already know like about the like 1 quarterback, 2 running backs, like what the positions are. You already know that. So you can already enter that in. He updates it every Tuesday. And I think in this last week, I think he actually updates it twice a week.
So beer sheets?
Beer, like the drinking beer, beer sheets.
And it's on Reddit?
You can actually just type in beer sheets on Google. His web, it's its own website. I just found it through Reddit. Very cool.
I'm gonna check this out.
Yeah, it's tight stuff.
I was watching every single game when I was doing fantasy. So yeah,
I
wish I had something like that.
Yeah, it's dope stuff. It's really dope stuff. And that's pretty much how I help all the people that come to me. And I'm just like, I pretty much print out the sheet for them and I'm like, yo, this is what I use. This is who my sleepers are. This is free of charge. Unless you win. And then just, buy me lunch or something.
Damn. That's tight. That's a nice little well, I guess he just does it for free, but I was saying
that'd be a nice little, yeah. But
it would be a nice side hustle.
I sprinkle on sleepers, bro. I do none of the work, bro. That's why I just ask. I don't ask for anything for real.
I feel it.
Guidance is helpful. Guidance is helpful in times like this. I could actually the funniest thing is I could honestly keep that information secret and flip shit in fantasy advice.
I was really gonna ask you who are the sleepers.
Oh, for sure, bro. Come on. I mean, I don't want to give too much away unless when are we dropping this?
Snap. I was gonna try to drop it tomorrow, sometime tomorrow or this weekend.
All right, I'm gonna give you some sleepers. I'm not gonna give them all away.
Because the season hasn't even. It's gonna drop before the season starts for sure.
I know, but I have some drafts with some people that listen to the podcast.
Oh,
so he can't give
it. It's just for the competitive advantage.
When are your drafts?
So I had one on last Tuesday night, but I have 3 drafts in the 2 days before the league starts. So I have 2 on Tuesday and 1 on Wednesday.
I could drop it next Wednesday.
Fuck it, let's do it. All right, so in my quarterbacks for fantasy football sleepers, I got Aaron Rodgers, Justin Herbert.
I got Justin Herbert.
Yeah,
he's my QB1. Those slim pickings when I got.
Justin Herbert is a good pick. Matthew Stafford and Ryan Tannehill. Matthew Stafford went to the Rams. He has a good receiving core out there, so he's pretty low in the. He's low to be picked up, and the reason why he's a good pick is because if you look at the rest of the NFC West, they have the Seahawks, the Niners, and the fucking Cardinals. They will be playing from behind a lot. And what they do when they play from behind, they throw. And so they will be throwing. The Rams will be throwing this year. I will guarantee you that. And then they have Ryan Tannehill on the Titans. He literally has A.J. Brown on one side and Julio Jones on the other side. I really don't have to explain it.
Right. The Titans are crazy. Oh,
crazy. So for the running backs, so I had some help with this. So Chase Edmonds on the Cardinals, starting running back for the Cardinals. That squad is going to be amazing, and he's the number 1 running back right now, listed. He's going to be really low. He's going to be 10th round, 11th round. Travis Etienne, he's the Jaguars' second back. He's going to back up James Robinson. We don't know how his role is going to play out, but they were definitely overworking James Robinson last year on the Jaguars. So we're going to have to see how he's played. He's shown some explosiveness. but we're gonna see how he plays. Javonte Williams on the Broncos. I actually don't know too much about him, but I think it's just I'm not actually sure. Can't really speak to it. I got this one from somebody else. Najee Harris. He's a starting running back for the Steelers. I don't know if you know about the Steelers O-line. That's the only good thing about their team. Like, to be honest, at this point. Michael Carter on the Jets, Trey Sermon on the Niners, Jamal Williams on the Lions, traded to the Lions. Jamal Williams was a solid running back and could have started for Green Bay. Aaron Jones was just there. He's moved to the Lions. Philip Lindsay on the Texans. The Texans have nobody right now. Philip Lindsay is coupled with David Johnson, I think.
Yeah, you got David Johnson got traded for what's his name? The wide receiver?
Oh yeah. DeAndre Hopkins. Yep. So they're both there and they're both fighting for a position. Philip Lindsay is going to be late. Malcolm Brown on the Dolphins, AJ Dillon on the Packers. AJ Dillon's playing Jamal Williams' role behind Aaron Jones. And Aaron Jones kind of gets hurt a lot. So Jamal Williams got a lot of play. At the wide receiver position, we got some more big boy names. And we had DK Metcalf. Russell Wilson will be throwing the ball this season. Fuck it. DK Metcalf or Tyler Lockett. Doesn't matter.
I got Tyler Lockett.
The ball this
solid.
Season. Throwing the ball this season. Terry McLaurin is going to be a solid pickup. They got Ryan Fitzpatrick. Ryan Fitzpatrick knows how to throw the fucking ball, if anything. Jamar Chase on the Bengals, Devontae Smith on the Eagles, and Jalen Waddle on the Dolphins. Those are going to be young fellas. Those are boomer bust plays.
These are very boomer bust.
But these are like the thing is, these are boomer bust plays. These are young guys willing to go get it. They had a lot of raw talent, and they could convert into the NFL. And this is just late round stuff. Like if you just need a random name to pick up, because most of these dudes you're going to drop on the bench anyways, you might as well have a dude that you can kind of pick up. For tight ends, George Kittle and the Niners, he got hurt. Uncertainty at the Niners position. Jimmy Garoppolo loves him. Rookie quarterbacks love checking down to their safe dude, and their safe dude is going to be George Kittle. He's going to get a lot of targets, especially if you're playing PPR. Darren Waller on the Raiders, nothing needs to be said. That boy's balled out. He broke out last year. He's going to continue that trend. TJ Hawkinson on the Lions. He has Jared Goff. Jared Goff knows how to throw to his tight ends. He'll be solid. He was solid under Matt Stafford in Detroit, even though they had a nothing season. Tyler Higbee on the Rams. They both have quarterbacks that throw the tight ends. So Matt Stafford and Jared Goff definitely throw the tight ends. Blake Jarwin on the Cowboys. I think he's the number one there. Gerald Everett on the Seahawks. Seahawks are throwing that ball. And Anthony Fersker on the tight ends. The tight ends team will be a very good team. A lot of touchdowns. And if he's the TE1 on the Titans, he might just get lucky with a lot of 6-point plays. And for defenses, I got the Niners, Cardinals, Bucks, and the Washington Redskins. And so those are my teams. I think with the Bucks, I think I'll put a star on them in terms of the defensive pickup. They have a nice playoff schedule. That's weeks 14, 15, and 16. So those are my sleeper picks in totality for the streets to know.
Nice. Well, thanks for that elaborate breakdown, Solomon.
Yo, you got it. I'll send you guys the lists.
Yep. Keep them. See if any of them are on the waivers. If I can drop some.
Exactly.
Like
some of these dudes will be on the waivers. You can definitely go find them and pick them up now.
Yeah. Disclaimer: do not get mad at us if any of these picks turn out to be.
Oh,
shitty.
For sure. Yeah, this is not. I am not a professional at all.
Disclaimer: we're mostly bullshit.
Yeah, this is complete bullshit. I appreciate that. Thank you for the disclaimer.
Right. So. I guess we can move on to the next topic then.
I'm not ready yet.
You're not ready yet?
Give me just 2 seconds.
Oh yeah, do what you gotta do, bro.
Yep. Okay, now I'm ready. You can start talking now.
All right, for sure.
You can talk over this.
What is this? We're doing this is my topic, bro. Chill.
Oh, it's your topic?
This is my topic,
My fault. Let me cut that. Oh shit.
Oh my god, these stands, bro.
Yeah, okay.
Like, oh my god. They really be having music playing in their head. All right, with my topic, on a more serious note. recently, Texas became the state with the most restrictive abortion law in the nation. Basically saying that I believe 6 weeks into pregnancy, you're no longer allowed to get an abortion after 6 weeks. And that's very controversial because a lot of women don't know that they're actually pregnant until after 6 weeks. In some cases, like 6 weeks, I read is something like 2 missed periods or something. You know what I mean? So a lot of times somebody might miss their period and then not really know if they're pregnant until the second one is missed. And then they're like, oh wait, I'm probably pregnant. And then by that time, you
The
don't
six
fall with it.
weeks has passed.
The six
Yeah.
weeks has passed and you don't fall within the threshold. So it's really messed up, because the Supreme Court is allowing the law to stay in effect. I believe, what's the Supreme Court case? Was it
Roe
Roe
v.
versus
Wade.
Roe v.
Bro,
Wade?
yeah.
Right? So they're, I guess, not upholding that, which is kind of weird.
Well, wouldn't did it not go through like the circuit of appeals or the appeals of the circuit court, or like did it ever get asked? Like, was this is a state decision?
It's a state decision. It's never got escalated yet. No, so it's just standing. They're not intervening though.
Yeah, but doesn't it? I think this okay.
But you're
Do
saying it has to be brought up.
Supreme Courts intervene, or do lawyers draw up a case to combat? I'm not exactly sure how this works.
I'm not sure how it works either, but from what I'm reading in the news, from the media, it seems that they're saying that the Supreme Court is sort of obligated to intervene in some way.
Okay.
I think, like, I mean, the way I thought the process works is that like someone now has to sue the state over that law, and then it will get raised to the Supreme Court. So like, I don't think the Supreme Court necessarily, like, I don't know if they have the authority to just jump in and say no.
Okay. Because they're judges. They have to. They're the ones that make the rulings. I think. Yeah, I think the ACLU may have to, like, ACLU region of Texas may have to come up to appeal to the circuit court, so this can be escalated.
Yeah. What do you think this comes from? This whole anti-abortion stance? Is it religious based, or is it based on something else? Maybe.
I think it's strictly religion. I think that's the only point of reason that has kind of come out of it that I've seen. Like when people stand in front of Planned Parenthood protesting abortion, I see crosses, biblical references frequently. I don't kind of see any other real signals outside of just kind of a little bit of fear mongering that comes with it as well.
Mm-hmm. But in order for it to be passed legally, I mean, we have this sort of separation between church and state in the country. I mean, on every level, from local to state to federal. I mean, we're supposedly
we're supposed to.
So how does it get passed? Most people's only reason is based off of their religious preference.
Because they still have the right to vote is the issue. So like, even though it's a religious issue, like these people that feel this way still have the right to vote. So like, they're just going to vote how, even though it's a religious reason, like the government isn't allowed to give religious reasons for not upholding something. But like,
it's kind of hard to say that though. I still think they still make like Christian or religion like innuendos in their arguments to like pass.
Yeah, I mean, just our Pledge of Allegiance is like, I mean,
yeah, it's so intertwined. It's hard to kind of separate that, especially in a state like Texas, right, where it's so heavily Christian
and
evangelical, maybe it's a better term.
Yeah, I mean, we've never had like a non Christian or Catholic president, which is crazy.
Yeah.
No, we haven't.
But like,
yeah, I think the issue is that because of Roe v. Wade, it technically should be unconstitutional.
It absolutely should be. I feel like it.
So they should, yeah.
Go ahead, Mike.
So they shouldn't have been able to like pass it to begin with.
Right, but because there's so many conservatives in the Supreme Court, they're just letting it pass anyway. So they're kind of
No, but
doing
this was
something
passed on the state
crazy.
level. This was passed on the state level, Brandon.
Right,
The
but if
Supreme
it's
Court hasn't given it. Like, I don't think. I'm
isn't it
not
how
sure.
precedent works?
No, I think what Mike mentioned earlier has like a formal legal process has to happen. I think the outrage currently is more about the fact that Texas representatives and senators passed it. I don't think this like is there outrage at the Supreme Court
Yeah,
right now?
for sure. Yeah, definitely.
Oh, okay. And so that means the Supreme Court actually has some action that they are able to take but are not taking.
I believe so because
Okay.
it's already been discussed in court at the Supreme Court level.
At the
So
Supreme
there's
Court level.
yeah,
It's
with Roe
brought.
v. Wade. Yeah, with Roe v. Wade.
So
Roe v.
so
Wade.
so
Oh.
Yeah, what's up, Mike?
I'm trying to figure out. So like, what does Roe v. Wade like state? So like, I know like they, you can't figure out, you wouldn't be able to know that you're pregnant until probably after the 6-week period. But does Roe v. Wade establish like the time frame of when it's allowable, or they just said you can't?
Yes.
Like,
it says first half of pregnancy. So 50 years ago, Roe v. Wade guarantees a woman's right to abortion in the first half of her pregnancy.
got it. Okay. Yeah. So yeah, it has to get overturned. Like whatever this is, like it's.
But they allowed it to go into law. So anyone who like today, anyone who wants to do that, get an abortion.
Wait, Brandon, really quickly.
Yeah.
I was just gonna say, did you just say the first half?
Yeah.
So that so the entire from day 1 to half, like was it before?
Like
so like
months.
Huh?
Like 4.5 months.
They're able to abort the baby.
Yeah.
From 4.5 months to 9.
From 0 to
Okay.
First half of the pregnancy, they have up to that point, according to Roe v. Wade. But
okay.
Since they're not upholding that precedent, which is very weird.
So the other thing though is with Supreme Court cases, can a new Supreme Court then overturn like a previous decision?
They can if it gets brought to them, but this isn't something that was brought to them. So say like the lawmakers brought this to the Supreme Court, then they could overturn it potentially. But because it was handled at a state level, it shouldn't have even got this far, is what I think a lot of people are saying.
Mm-hmm. That's interesting, man.
Yeah,
I don't know, but I mean, it's fucking Texas. Yeah.
Yeah, apparently keeping the law in place doesn't overturn Roe, but it violates Roe v. Wade. Like, what the hell?
This like directly, the Supreme Court is directly violating Roe v. Wade.
Yes.
This is just slowly falling into the dystopia. We're like, this is how we slip.
This is how we slip. This is exactly how we slip, bro.
Like January 6th, we literally, people who stormed the fucking Capitol in an attempted coup were getting less time than George Floyd protesters.
I know. Apparently, though, the intelligence community is kind of worried because a lot of these forums where like Proud Boys or whatever, like super right-wing conservatives are like watching what's going on in Afghanistan, and they're actually supporting the Taliban.
Because that's the blueprint.
Right, that's the game plan.
That's the blueprint.
Right? That's the game plan. They're like, well,
the fuck?
I'm like, how
that is the bro.
Oh shit,
dog. When the Proud Boys try to take over America, the Taliban are gonna be like Big Draco in the fucking Breakfast Club, bro. They copy the whole flow. The entire flow is taken, bro. This is a terrorist group.
Those niggas are pussy, bro. I'm gonna be real with you.
Yeah.
When it comes down to it, like for real, like when it comes down to people's way of life, like for real,
for sure not.
They're pussy, bro.
They're gonna stay on the YouTube comments. The war is gonna stay on the internet.
They're pussy, bro. Nah, bro. If it comes down to like people's livelihood at this point in time with the internet,
yeah, like that shit'll get shut down like instantly.
Yeah, I think conditions.
Even if they were about it, like
they don't want them problems with immigrants, bro. They don't. They don't. Yeah. They don't.
Yeah, and real military forces. And real military forces.
Right, people who really been through some shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Nah, they grew up in plushness. You know what I'm saying? They don't know shit about nothing, bro.
For real, man.
They grew up with
Legacy at their
they grew up with
legacy at their
land
frat. With their
and
dad's frat.
motherfucking. Even if they didn't have all that, just understanding just how to finesse welfare and all that, and just so much shit that like we don't even know about that like even poor people are able to get away with. But it's just yeah, man, it's a lot. It's a lot, but
Yeah.
I don't think they're really ready for it. A lot of it is finesse and cap.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, it's a crazy time, that we're living in right now. I do support everyone that's against this abortion ban. I definitely believe in a woman's right to choice. Um, and I also believe, that a larger problem is people not having financial security in order to take care of a child.
Yeah.
So fixing that problem as well. I mean, we can fix all these problems. I feel like if we focus on our citizens rather than these lawmakers who feel that their perspective is, I don't know, I guess better than everyone else's,
Yeah.
better than the people that they're representing.
Because what essentially happens with the passing of this law is it's not going to be like happy and pretty. Like it's not actually helping your citizens. Like the citizens who will need an abortion will now have two options. They'll be forced to have a baby under circumstances that they are not ready for and the state will not provide.
Right.
Or they will attempt to have an unsafe abortion because there are not going to be enough publicly available clinics. Like it's going to be all underground, and like you will have to be connected to find a potentially safe place to do this. You know what I'm saying? Like, and there is going to be some situations where it will not be safe and people will still attempt to do it, and it's going to endanger citizens. And we are not, it's like Texas is not looking out for their citizens at the end of the day, and it's heartbreaking. It's heartbreaking to use religion as your excuse to withdraw like essential supplies that truly only the government can provide, because you're literally telling all doctors you have to stop the service.
I won't even say that it's because they're using religion. It's just because they cap that there's a separation between church and state. Like if we were in a situation where like they're like, no, we follow religious law in this country, then you're like, okay, well they've been following religious law in this country. But because we have this precedent, you know what I'm saying, that we're not upholding, it's just really exposing the true nature of American law
and democracy as well.
Yeah.
I think this is literally just like parts of the base, like you can like crumbling off the wall. Like that's all it is. It's just like it's not going to happen overnight, but parts of the structure and the base are going to start crumbling because we have laws in place that are directly opposing constitutional law. And so
and that's where like I feel like, I mean, I know we're supposed to have the three branches of government that are supposed to be balanced, but I've always kind of felt a little bit the Supreme Court has a little bit more power just to like absolutely decide on an issue. And like no one else can really, like if their decision is final, like nobody else can like, you know.
I mean,
I feel like
the president has the power of making like executive orders, and then Congress can overthrow the president. Like there are some checks.
I mean, it's a political game, yeah.
No, but
like there'll be a fight, but
with Donald Trump and his like political strategy, his entire campaign was based on like how can we make the executive branch like hold and maintain the most authoritative power that we possibly can. Like what is the like the legal strategy in which we can employ that? And that is what they did for as long as they could. They ran through circuit courts, implemented as many like conservative judges as they could. So in future like democratic regimes, or not regimes, I mean, I don't know. Technically
that's what it is.
I don't know. This is but like even during democratic held presidencies, like laws like this can get passed and held up within the executive branch. because of that. Outside of like, this is the president cannot do anything. Can the president do anything in this situation unilaterally?
I don't think so.
Right.
I mean, he can put pressure on the Supreme Court, I guess, but like at the end of the day, it's like it's up to them.
So it's like,
because they die out. There's no process of getting rid of them if they're if they're unconstitutional. So if the president's unconstitutional, we can impeach him. You know, I'm sure there's a process for the Congress.
Can you impeach the Supreme Court?
I don't know.
They have to kick each other out. It has to be like, I think.
How can you think, like the thing is, if majority is voting against constitutional law, how can a majority kick somebody off? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah, that's true. Actually, yeah, I think maybe they can't, but
like it's too far gone.
Yeah.
Man, this is like some Hunger Games shit, bro.
Yeah, this is not okay. I don't like how this conversation ended. I don't
like like the fucking Supreme Court is the council of fucking
council of 9.
Well,
no.
You want to leave it there, or do you want to have like some like nice little flowery?
Nah, play a little music, Solomon.
Hold on. All right. No, this is my flowery. This is my flower and rainbow music.
Certified. Lover boy music.
Yeah.
You know what time it is, bro. I don't need to explain it.
Oh, why you name all these cities in Texas though, bro?
God.
Oh shit. Come on.
It's going down. Warren County, Texas City.
You know what time it is, bro? It's that new unreleased shit, bro. You know what time it is? It's been released. It's been leaked.
It's been leaked?
But it's time, bro.
Hey, this song goes crazy, bro.
This song goes nuts.
Bro, this song is so deep, bro.
And it's confirmed gonna be on the album too.
Is it?
Because I forgot who was on live. They started playing the first 10 seconds of this, and they was like, "Oh, can't do this. Can't do this. Not released yet."
Oh, well, it's gonna be on the album. Yeah, that song is like, it's deep.
Jeez, bro, I couldn't stop. I couldn't stop. I like the first time I listened to it, I listened to it 10 times straight. I listened to it 10 times today, bro. This is not around, man.
Yeah, that's
crazy.
not
Hook is nuts. Like it reminds me of like an up-tempo Sweeter Man, like with some just crazy like samples. Like I don't know what's going on here, bro.
But he's really trying to expose like trifling females, bro. It's really funny.
He's spitting too.
He's so hurt, bro.
He's that's his whole bag. That's his whole bag. That is his entire bag. Entire bag, man. So as you all know, I'm gonna just get right into it. Yo, we are recording on the day of the Drake release. It's Certified Lover Boy, or CLB for short. It is releasing on September 3rd. And it is going to go up. It's going to be the #1 album of the year. And I'm hyped to hear it.
Kendrick's dropping this year. You're tripping.
Oh, he is. Damn. All right. So let me hold on. I don't want to say that. I mean, it's going to be the highest selling album of the year.
Double cap.
We'll see about that. Regardless. Anyways, I'm just hyped. I'm excited, and I kind of wanted to talk about the fact that
fuck that Kanye's single, fuck that album, fuck that burn that hard drive.
What's up?
He said, fuck that single, fuck that album, burn that hard drive.
Who said that?
Kendrick. On Family Ties.
Keem. Yeah.
I feel you. No, but he knows.
Top fives.
But he knows who's #1, bro. On the board. So I got all the respect in the world for Kendrick, but this is not his time, bro. I'm not hearing Kendrick shit today. I will be hearing it maybe in a couple weeks. But for now, it is a day to recognize.
That's who needs to drop the same day as Drake.
Yeah, for real.
He might fuck around and do it.
He won't. I'll tell you that. He's not gonna win.
That's smoking on top fives. That's smoking on top fives for sure.
But I wanted to mention that Kanye West was supposed to drop tonight too, but he ended up dropping at I think like 2 a.m. 2 a.m. Sunday Pacific time or 5 a.m. Sunday Eastern time. He dropped it early in the morning. Shit went #1 in 90 minutes. Like he was turning up. But he was advertising as if he was dropping on September 3rd. And so I wanted to ask you guys, was he ducking the smoke?
No, I heard that Apple didn't want that.
What's up?
I heard that Apple didn't want there to be that smoke.
Oh, okay.
They dropped
And so
it
the
early
label
without
dropped it without his
permission.
permission. Man, you gotta stop making it, killing him. You just killed it. I was just trying to see what's up. I was trying to get some.
That's
some
what he said, but I don't know. He might have been avoiding the
It's
smoke.
just people say what they want to say, but yeah.
Right.
So truly, Kanye dropped the week before, so I did actually want to get a little bit into Kanye before we got into Drake. So I was going to ask you guys if you guys have listened to the Kanye album, and if you guys have, are there any albums you like? What are your first reactions, etc., etc.
I listened to it, and I'm not really a fan of Kanye's rapping anymore.
Okay.
I'm not a big fan of his rapping because I think he's going through some shit, honestly, personally.
Well, he is going through a divorce.
Yeah, right. Just like things with his life, like I think he's really going through some shit. And that's probably messing up his lyrical creativity, but his level, like the level he's on as a producer and executive producer, I think is like untouchable. Like I think he's
second to none. I get that. Yeah, I would agree to that.
Yeah, I think he's one of the best to ever do it. But yeah, he's burned a lot of bridges with people who are writing for him, and that's definitely he's doing. You could tell he's doing a lot of his writing on his own now, and it's not really. He's older, so it's not really coming across. I feel like the way he thinks it is, because he's not really that in touch. He always isolates himself. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, his lyrical content I wasn't really a fan of, but I was a fan of the features that he got. Him at being a producer, what he was able to get out of the artist, how he was able to get them to do something different from what they normally do. Talk about different messages and stuff like that. I did see something though. He took Soulja Boy, Chris Brown, and Jay-Z off the album, which is interesting.
Like, was there a second Jay-Z song?
No, there was a Jay-Z song, but he took it off the album. He took his verse off the album and replaced it with DaBaby.
Wait,
I thought that he like just had both Jay-Z and DaBaby on the song.
He did, because I saw so there's a Jail Part 2 that had DaBaby on it. So it's Jail.
No, there's 1. Jail and Jail Part 2, Brandon.
Oh, okay, my bad. There's hella songs. My bad.
Yeah, there's hella songs. No, Jay-Z's for sure on Jail.
Okay, for sure. Well, then it was just Chris Brown and Soulja Boy.
Yeah, I definitely heard that. I was gonna ask you guys about that too. How'd y'all what did you guys make of that? Like, what do you think happened?
I don't know what happened, man. That's weird. I think it's really weird. But they're like, maybe him being a Christian, he didn't want people like Soulja Boy and Chris Brown on his album because they're probably like a little too crazy. Like
I mean, DaBaby just said he don't fuck with gay people or whatever.
But he didn't say it on the song.
Oh, wait.
Chris Brown and
no, I'm just saying Chris Brown and Soulja Boy might have been talking about stuff, or might have wanted to talk about stuff that wasn't really related to.
Oh, got you. The content in their lyrics.
Right.
Okay.
When they sent him the verse, they sent it back. He's like, this don't really fit with this whole Christian thing I'm trying to do.
I feel it, but the way they were mad, it almost looked like Kanye had said this is on the final draft. Like, that's how it came off to me. I mean, I'm just
he's
speculating.
Probably trying to be diplomatic and just being like, yeah. They probably bothering him and shit about it because it's a big ass drop. Like it's a big deal. Yeah, it's a big deal to be a part of that project. So
because imagine after he dropped that first live stream, I bet a lot of people reached out to him after that.
Right, exactly.
For sure. Mike, you got anything? Any?
Oh.
I know you did. I know you mentioned you didn't listen to the album, but did you like? What do you expect from it? I guess.
I mean, from what I'm hearing, Brandon had a pretty good explanation of it. I think I'm gonna really feel the production. but little disappointed that the lyrics may not be up to par. But like it is what it is. Like I'm still excited to listen to it. And I hope this is it, like. Do you guys think it's like gonna be like Kanye's kind of return, or like do you think he's gonna make more music after this, or this is about
definitely make more music? Yeah.
But you think it's gonna stay like this style, like he's gonna stay
this messy ass rollouts, attention,
that and like the religion
for sure.
How much money does he make? How much money does he have? Billions?
He's like a billionaire.
Yeah, so he's not changing for nobody.
Yeah, he doesn't have to. So yeah.
No.
Yeah, for sure. That's what's up. For sure. Well, thank you for giving us what we needed on Kanye. I don't give a fuck about that nigga no more. Bro, we're talking about Drake now, bro. This is going to be, I don't know what album this is. If this is like number 8? Like album?
Shit, I'd be like, I can look it up right now.
I don't know, because More Life ain't really an album, right?
No, I wouldn't consider More Life an album, but like when we start with So Far Gone, or do we start with Take Care?
It was like 10.
Start with Take Care. That was his first. No. You start with Thank Me Later.
Oh shit, yeah. Thank Me Later was number
one. That's his first album.
But I thought Thank Me Later was a mixtape.
Nah, So Far Gone is a mixtape.
Oh, never mind. You're right.
I still kind of want to count So Far Gone as because it was damn near a classic to me.
I mean, if it's on like Apple under albums, I guess it's considered an album. Like,
so let's put it on there, bro. Okay, So Far Gone.
he's getting streaming money from it.
Yeah, exactly. Thank Me Later, Take Care. Nothing Was the Same. If You're Reading This is what I will count it, because
that's a mixtape. And then Dark Lane is a mixtape, the one he just dropped.
I know, but this was a 17-song mixtape. But okay, let's go 4, 3. So let's 5 projects, 3 albums. So after that, If You're Reading This, what was the next big one? Was it Views?
What did you get? What did you count? What a Time to Be Alive?
Nah, I don't want to count that.
Okay, then it would be Views.
And then More Life, and then Scorpion.
Yeah, More Life isn't an album either. So
I know. So I'm like
his fifth album, technically.
It's 3 projects, 4 albums. So I guess this is fifth studio album.
Yeah.
This studio album, okay, and it's called Certified Lover Boy, dropping September 3rd. And what do you think? Like, I don't know. For me, I've started to like trying to piece this together. Like he's past Scorpion was about the kid. It seems like Drake has been hiding a girl. Like I think that's the only way this makes sense to me. If you saw on
a girl, what?
Well, no. Let me explain. Can I explain? He is now telling all of his girls that he has one girl. That's I'll just put it that way.
And she's gonna get revealed after the album drop.
Okay, so let me just this is my theory. Like all I'm saying is I feel like Drake is gonna flip, like he's literally flipping whatever girl he's dating into pretty much an album. I think there's gonna be like some shit where he talks about his exes. I think he's going to get in the perfect bag because, as we all know, Drake is known for that like got hurt by a girl and I'm gonna like rap about you type shit. Like that is his bag. So we might talk about some exes. He might talk about like a potential new girl or who knows whatever. But I think Drake has lined up to hit this off. Like Scorpion, you got to address something. It's got to be a little dark. It's got to be a little, I don't know, solemn in a sense, because you're trying to like reveal more about introspection, knowing about yourself, saying you fucked up a little, but you know you're gonna be a man, you're gonna be a father. Like my dad was.
I didn't get that from Scorpion at all. I don't know.
I get it. But like,
I feel like a lot of that was because the Pusha T song came out like a little bit before Scorpion dropped, and he was like, "Oh, I gotta make these songs so people don't
I get that.
People don't disrespect me."
He still dropped some songs that like addressed some shit. He obviously still talks about society in general. Like There was Jaded. There was fucking Final
Yes,
Fantasy.
I'm hurting. Yes, I'm jaded.
Yo,
I don't want to say. But the end of that song is so fucking funny, bro.
Yo, all I'm saying is he had to be a little bit all over the place. He had to be a little bit all over the place to
Drake is, I don't know, bro.
Okay,
in terms of rap, I can't take Drake seriously. Like in terms of just like rap shit, like I really can't take Drake seriously.
What about that? Why can't you take Drake rapping seriously?
Bro, because he dropped Duppy freestyle after the story of Adidon.
But I mean, like, so that's like rap beef, but like
that's what rap is,
allowed to
bro.
respond in a rap beef, right?
I mean, rap isn't all. It's not all beef. I mean, it's like 10% of rap is beef.
No, rap
like
is,
a new age rap.
No, I'm just saying rap in it from its inception is stunting and saying and talking shit about everybody else and be like, I'm better than you. You can't mess with me. Type shit. Like that's what rapping is. I mean, well, I would even say before that, it was just like talking in rhythm and just being cool about it, just talking but doing it in rhythm. Because there's a lot of like people like Gil Scott-Heron, Ray Charles even rapped a little bit on some of his albums and shit. But then that transitioned into like cutting it into like samples from like soul records. So they would just cut like the groove from like a soul record and then repeat it, like loop it over and over and over again, so that you could just keep you keep your flow going. But then like this, the whole just like the gravitas of being a rapper, he doesn't really do that. Like he's more sort of like a
pop star,
like not just like a pop star, but sort of just like he's more of a singer if you really think about it. Than
like a singer songwriter to you.
He's more like a singer. Yeah, I think he's more like a singer songwriter. Like he's not the best singer, but yeah, songwriter in terms of what he's like the subject matter that he's talking about. Like I think I saw something. I think it's when like the Isley Brothers are doing like their verses or something. He was just like, shout out to the Isley Brothers. My formula for making music is based off of them, how they wrote music. And I'm like, that actually makes a lot of sense if you really listen to the Isley Brothers. So like, I just feel like he's just talking about life experiences in a just sort of general metaphoric sense. You know what I'm saying?
It's relatable to everybody.
It's relatable to everyone. Right. Mm-hmm. But it's not necessarily like rooted in hip. Like he's definitely a student of hip hop, and he's definitely technically one of the best rappers, like in terms of spitting, tone quality, breath control, all that shit. But in terms of lyrical content, when it comes to like a battle,
I get that.
Like
lyrical content,
like Kendrick came, like what I'm saying, like with Kendrick, he's a real rapper because when he came back with whatever he's coming back with, he's like, I'm smoking on your top 5. Like I'm the best rapper.
Yeah.
But he's talking about
before you meet the father, you got to talk to me first. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? That's like he's talking big shit, and I'm just like, Drake can't do that. Like he can stunt.
He absolutely can.
He can stunt like he can stunt like rich white people stunt. Like look at this boat, look at the jet. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, but didn't Drake have a line say he's top 2 and he's not 2? Isn't that Drake who said that?
Yeah.
So like. That's him like saying he's the best. Like he claims it. Like he
does say he's the best quite frequently, Brandon.
When did he say that? He said the top. I remember he said like
he's top 2, but he's not 2, so he means he's number 1.
I guess. Man,
have you listened to the intro? Have you listened to the intro of Nothing Was the Same, Brandon?
Tuscan Leather.
Have you recently?
Yeah, that shit's fucking.
Have you listened? Because we're talking about Drake talking his shit.
Nothing was the same as
Drake was spitting on that Ross song.
Diced Pineapples.
No, it wasn't. No, it was recent.
He got the
Money in the Grave.
No, not Money in the Grave. It was trying.
Lemon Pepper Freestyle.
Yeah, Lemon Pepper.
Oh, so that was a Drake. Yeah, it was a Drake song. Yeah, but like, you're spitting on that.
spitting.
He has songs where he's
Diplomat,
spitting, like
Community, Almarada, like he gets in his bag. Like he does even recently. Like you don't have to like. I get that I get that like for Brandon, like just to clarify for the audience, it is more about content and not technique because this nigga will bar niggas up, like crucially. Like he really will.
No, I think he's technically sound, but in terms of content, he would lose in a battle with a lot of these people who actually rap.
I mean, I get that he'd lose. So like he'd lose in the battle. Yes, guaranteed. Like he goes up against Kendrick
a lot of
in a
people,
battle.
not just Kendrick. He
Kendrick,
lost to Pusha
Kendrick.
T.
Yeah, like anybody, like fucking
Eminem, Wayne.
I mean, but like these are like
he probably couldn't battle against Lil Baby right now.
Does Baby even know how to
I feel like
rap?
I mean because he shit on Meek Mill, like he beat Meek Mill, so like that's like
Baby, I'll bet money. The Baby doesn't have that technique for punchlines.
Yeah,
like
no, like Drake would shit on Baby. Like
I would say that. In terms of that type of rap. Because the rap that Baby raps is not of back then. It's like almost completely separated from the rappers in the 2000s, like Eminem style, Jay-Z style, like boom bap, not boom bap, but even just spitting. Like
I think Drake would win
battle
that.
freestyle, like in terms of where you're like focusing on punchlines, and even in like commercial rap battles, like there is still a focus on punchlines and jokes. And I think Baby gets bars off, but I'm not sure if
they're just punchlines.
Punchline focus.
Yeah. And like, I mean, Drake's technically is 1-1 in rap battles. Like, I mean, you got to be undefeated. Like,
no, he put that Meek Mill in the grave. Yeah.
Yeah.
Did not put
like Meek Mill. It took Meek Mill years to recover. Like, it took Drake hopping on the song, resolving the beef for Meek Mill to recover from that. Like,
Drake took one misstep.
Yeah, he had a misstep, but like I still think that there's plenty of rappers that could beat him in a battle.
Yeah,
but like he's I just don't think that should be like the determining factor
about like
of like putting him like high up on a list. You know,
I like Drake's songs, like the vibey songs when he be singing and shit. Like I fuck with those types of songs. I like Not Around. That's not a rap song at all.
It's not.
So I like those type of songs, but his rap songs, just not really a fan. I don't really think he's really rapping like that compared to like real rappers, like real rappers. Like we talk about Eminem and Wayne and Kendrick and Stacks and shit. The people he fuck with that he be shouting out like Wu-Tang and fucking I'm gonna say Scarface, but what's the group's name? Ghetto Boys. Just like that's even like the old school artists, like he's not really on a level, but I don't know. Everybody calls him a rapper, but I don't really see him as a rapper. I'm not really hating on his music making ability, just his his rap content.
I feel you.
Okay.
But either way, I'm still hyped. I'm up. We are about to have a great time listening to this. It's gonna be jams, bro. It's the end of the summer, so I feel like it's not gonna be as up tempo. Maybe like I don't know. It's fall. Like it's supposed to be like cuffing season's upon us.
He's gonna make it real. He's gonna make it real easy on niggas. That's for sure. Yeah. It's gonna be very easy. That's what I'm saying. That's why he's like the Ozzy Brothers, because he makes it real easy. All you gotta do is press play. That's really all you gotta do. Just press play. He be talking for you. He be talking for you. When it comes to that type of shit, like he really like I get that part of what he's doing.
He gets to create an environment.
He creates the environment. He sets the scene. For sure. Just his music making ability, he's up there. I can't knock him on making a good song.
I feel you. So will you guys be listening tonight, or will you guys be listening at a later time?
Of course I'm gonna listen tonight, bro. What the hell?
Yeah.
What time it is? Because you know, there's also Big Draco dropping tonight. Soldier Boy's dropping tonight as well.
I'll listen to that too.
And Jameson as well for all the R&B heads out there.
I don't know who that is.
Jameson is I don't know who he is. Like how to describe him. but he's just like a white smooth nigga.
Oh, okay.
I don't know.
Like,
So-
like Justin
bro.
Timberlake or like a Mac DeMarco kind of nigga.
Man, I don't know if I would put them on. No, I would say no.
He's not that smooth.
But no, he's smooth, bro. It's just like it's not like that. It's just like he has his own. He has his own kind of spin to it.
Okay.
But yeah, I'll just say check him out if you guys are into R&B. He's definitely some good tunes. But yeah, bro. So that's pretty much all I had on this. Yo, it's gonna be a great time. Go smoke one, go drink one, or smoke some hookah.
Yeah, I'm gonna definitely listen out for the vibey shit. That's gonna go up. I already know.
You know he's going to spit some shit on the first one. You know he's going to be damn near freestyling on the last one. It's gonna be great. It really is. I'm hyped. And Not Around is gonna be on that. Hold on, let me just bring that back for y'all. We could play this out. I could just have this low in the background if y'all want that.
For sure, man. I might even throw it on the Nah, I'm gonna get copyrighted.
Yeah.
So that's the end of the video. Maybe if I could find a remake instrumental or something.
For sure. Dog, this is. You hear this?
You know I'm supporting this shit. We used to do pornos when you would come over, but now you got more shit.
Now you got more.
Yeah,
of this shit?
he's talking for you.
He's talking for you. Like you don't have to say nothing. You don't have to say nothing.
Dog.
You don't gotta say a word.
I get this bread, you roasting me.
Yeah, I'm just.
He really
yeah,
figured that out. He really figured out how females think.
Yeah,
But
she
it's
figured
not.
it out.
It's not a good thing though. I don't think it's a good thing for him personally. I don't think it's a good for us as the listeners. Just be able to do that is like we can still turn it off and detach ourselves from it. But since it's him,
You're saying this is the way he thinks. He's not a way to escape it.
there's no way of escaping him presenting this is who he is. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, and that's what this album's probably all about. He's just fully embracing
Right.
the
That's
certified lover boy. So.
That part. I see what he's doing. I understand exactly what he's doing. He's embracing exact like he's like I'm a goofy ass nigga, but I understand how these females be thinking. Isaac,
Crazy.
Isaac.
Shit, man. That's what's up. Yeah. All right. You got anything else you want to talk about?
What's up, Mike?
Oh no, I said I'm good. Unless Brandon, you got something.
Nah, I ain't got nothing.
Yeah.
I'm with it.
All right,
You wanna
then,
wrap
y'all. Yeah, it's been real. Thanks again to all of you who are listening, tapping in with us, the Mostly Bullshitting podcast. We'll be back. This will be dropping on Wednesday before the NFL season starts. Hopefully you enjoy the podcast. Hopefully you enjoy Drake's album, and hopefully your favorite team doesn't do too shitty this season.
Thanks.
Yes, sir.
All right,
All right,
y'all, have a good
y'all.
May the fantasy gods bless you. Peace.
Yes, sir. Peace.